I think I'd have to say Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. I could say officially that it's the cornerstone of federal anti-discrimination legislation, which it is, but it also just addresses so many areas. It addresses discrimination based on race and color, gender, religion, and national origin. So that means it gives us such a variety of cases to look at and real life situations. We also cover it early in the course. We start it early in the course. So the students are just getting used to reading cases and trying to figure out what's important and what isn't, and seeing that often there are two sides to every situation, and they're going to be asked to think about those sides and come out on one side or another and maybe try and figure out why the court said what it is. But it's a major law, and we get into some really interesting cases. I hope what they take away is the ability to look at situations that they're going to face in the workplace and apply the law that we studied. Imagine if you can take a look at an initiative you're doing at work, whether it's designing a new performance management system, or you're recruiting and selecting, or on the downside, maybe you're planning a downsizing or implementing a bonus program. Imagine if you could look at that and think of the laws that we studied and figure out, are there any legal liabilities for your employer there? I believe this course has immediate real-life relevance or applicability. Often students will say, truly unprompted, I can't believe because we were just discussing something like this at work, or I'm going to go into work tomorrow and talk about this case, or this may be a way for me to approach something with my boss who's been reluctant to see things this way or to see the liability. And, you know, nothing gets a manager's attention like a $5 million court settlement or something. So I think the fact that it's real life and it's relevant. So. Well, one of the things we're seeing now is, I don't want to say if there's movement on it, but the issue of gender discrimination, does that include discrimination against transgender individuals? Does it include discrimination against someone based on their sexual orientation? Now, the former question, transgender, the courts and the EEOC seem to be saying yes, that is covered under gender discrimination. And we didn't really have cases until maybe the last 10 years or so when a transgender individual would raise an issue. So the transgender, we seem to be seeing that is going to be covered. The sexual orientation, right now there is no federal law prohibiting discrimination based on sexual orientation. So someone could have the legal right to marry and then be fired because of that. So I think that's an area where we might see a new law passed, we might see courts interpreting it differently, but that seems to be an area that the students are interested in when we talk about new laws.